Welcome to the Honeysuckle Haven. I'm Angie, and this is night 3 of our DIY nativity set. We are making baby Jesus tonight, so if you guys are hopping on out there, say hi and let me know you're out there. Let me get some comments going over here. So night 3, I'm super excited. Ooh, turn this down real quick. See if I can see some comments. Yay, you caught me live. Yes, we're gonna make baby Jesus tonight. So night 1 I made Mary, and then night 2 we made Joseph, and then tonight we're gonna do baby Jesus. And we're gonna use a few Dollar Tree items. We're gonna use a couple things from Michael's, some Waverly wax, and some scrap fabric. And we're gonna make a cute little manger scene and put baby Jesus in it. How are you guys tonight? Welcome, welcome. Thank you for joining night 3, and it's Friday night. Yay! I'm so excited. It's Friday. We made it. Hello. Thank you for sprinkling. Can't wait to see baby Jesus. Aw, yay. Caught me live. You did. So we are going to use 2 of the Dollar Tree palettes, 2 of these. We're going to use, I had the small garden stakes left over. I had a couple pieces of that. This is the, I want to say, 1/2 inch garden stake. So 1/2 inch garden stake. Now you could use paint sticks, you could use craft sticks, you could use dowel rods if you cannot find a garden stake for this. So lots of different options. Little scrap pieces of wood. So we're going to use that tonight. We're going to use this is called a peg. They're called peg people, right? Yes, I had to write it down. Wooden peg people. You can get them at Michael's in their wood section where all their crafty stuff, I know it's all crafts, just about, but where they have all the little wooden pieces. You can get those in from there, but I'm going to give you some other options too if you don't have this. And then I'm going to use a wooden ball that I got from Michael's also. You could use a wooden bead for this, or any kind of ball that you might have. So we're going to use that. We're going to use a couple craft sticks just from the Dollar Tree. And then I have a piece of that cream fabric that I used on Mary. We're going to use that tonight, little scrap piece of that. And the flour sack towel. I have a little strip of that I'd cut off of Mary's headdress. We're going to use that. So we're going to get started as you guys are hopping on and everybody's saying hi. Aw, thank you, Michelle. I'm so glad you joined tonight. Yay, it is really windy here. I think we're getting ready to get some rain. Hobby Lobby has them too. Yes, they have these pieces at Hobby Lobby for sure. I'm not sure. I don't think Hobby Lobby does their coupons anymore, but Michael's, you can use a 20% off coupon with this too. And I looked it up. They're $4.50 for a pack of 4. If you use the coupon, you get it for about $3.50, and there's 4 of them in a pack. So if you have a friend that's making the craft with you, you guys could share it. All right, so we're going to get started as everyone's getting on, hopping on. I see all those hearts. Thank you. Okay, so I'm going to start with staining the palette from Dollar Tree. Let's take this sticker off the back. Wooden palette. I've made tons of crafts with these. I've seen lots of crafters use these. I have a little supply of them downstairs in my craft supply. So that's what we're using tonight. Okay, and I'm just going to use the Waverly wax. Let's move this stuff out of the way. Antiquing wax. It's a messy jar. Don't look at that. Really messy. And we're going to use a sponge brush to put it on with, and then wipe it off with a paper towel. Thank you, Cindy. Oh, welcome, Debbie. Diana. Okay, let's get one paper towel. Oh, I grabbed 3. Let's set those 2 over there. I'm going to need a couple by the time I'm done, because we're going to stain this and a few of the garden stake pieces that I cut. And I'll give you the dimensions for those as well. And you can use, like I said, I'll give you some other options, because it might be kind of hard. You probably could get a garden stake at Lowe's this time of year still, but it might be kind of tricky getting a hold of one this time if you don't have one in your craft stash. All right, now I'm just putting a coat of this wax on here with this sponge brush, and then I'm going to wipe it off so it's not quite as dark. Just wipe all the excess off. Just like that. It makes a nice stain on there. I know you guys have seen us all do that probably 100 times. So that's why we're not staining all the pieces, just a couple here. Waiting all day to see this. Aw, thank you. I hope you guys have enjoyed it as much as I have. I really have enjoyed this project. And I like how I kind of stretched it out, so it wasn't all in one and rushed. Kind of nice. I might try to think of something else that I could do that. A set of something. If you guys have any ideas, throw them out there. A set of something I could make and stretch it out a few nights. Okay. It was a lot of fun. Guess what, Tawny? I just saw that. Guess what? You'll have to tell me. If I don't catch it, I'll go back and catch it after the video. Back again from Texas. Aw, thank you, Vicki. You're welcome. I hope you guys liked these ideas. And hope it inspires you to repurpose some table or chair legs, furniture legs, spindles, whatever you have. Or you could go buy them like I did at Lowe's, because I didn't have at the time the ones that I could repurpose, and I didn't take the time to go shop for some. But you definitely could go do that for sure. Repurpose them. Go to a thrift store, go to a yard sale, go shop your storage in your basement or your storage shed if you have a storage shed, or your mom or dad's. My mom gave me, actually, mom and dad both gave me an antique table that I would not want to take apart, that we always had in our house growing up. They gave me that the other night, and an antique chair that I would not want to take apart. I want to keep them intact. Okay, so we just put a coat of that. Oh, I am determined to spill this wax all over the place. I keep grabbing that paper towel. There we go. So put a coat of wax on that one. And then I have 3 pieces of the 1/2-inch garden stake. I had to think of the dimensions that I've already cut, and I will give you the dimensions of that. Oh, thank you, Donna. I just flung that all over my hands. I've enjoyed watching you create this. Oh, I'm so glad. I hope you guys have. Okay, and we're just putting a coat now. The garden stakes, they soak it up a lot faster. I don't know if there was some kind of a sealer on the pallets, and these are just raw wood. It soaks up a lot darker. So you're going to want to wipe it off a little faster, otherwise you might not get any excess off. It'll be really, really dark. As you can see, it's already a lot darker. And if you could use dowel rods, paint sticks, the smaller gallon paint sticks. I wouldn't use the 5-gallon paint sticks for this. The bigger craft sticks, you could use those. You could double them up or triple them up to make them thicker. Just giving you guys lots of options in case you can't get a hold of a garden stake. Okay, so there's that one. 2 more little pieces here. Oops. Here on Western Missouri. Oh, it's been raining all day. Oh, so that's what's coming our way. That's coming my way, Mary. I heard it was supposed to start raining this evening. So I am east of you. Okay. Get a coat on this one. And my sponge brush is falling apart a little bit on me. I reuse my sponge brushes a few times before I throw them away. That one I think's about ready. Okay, let's set those up there. One more short one here. Make something from coffee mate containers. Oh yes, I could do that. I'll have to think about that. Think about an idea. I definitely like repurposing things. That's a great idea. I'm trying to think what else. I'll have to really think of some ideas that I could do. Kind of fun. Thank you, Kathy. It's going to be as great as Mary and Joseph. Oh, I hope so, Diana. I hope so. Okay, I'm wiping off the excess. Now this one is a lot darker. You can take a wipey too, and that will lighten it up. I have a wipey here, and that'll wipe some of it off. Let's do that on these two, because these are a little darker. Just take a baby wipe or a Clorox wipe, whatever kind of wipe you have, and that did lighten it up quite a bit. Okay, and then do this one just a little bit. I thought your shirt said just Grace, first grade. Yep, it says first grade. On Fridays we wear either our school colors, or we can wear our grade level shirts. So that's what I did today. And I did not change. We came home, my husband had dinner started already and spent some time with the kids. And then got ready for this. So I did not feel like changing. Gnomes from coffee cream containers. Oh, that would be cute. My friend Amy would love that. She loves gnomes. Watching from Hawthorne, California. Caught me live. Yes, you did. Okay, I wiped all the excess off the craft stick. And I think we're done with the wax. So we're going to get rid of that. Let's just set it over here. I set my paintbrush over there last night after painting Joseph, and I forgot about it, and it dried. And it was one of my paintbrushes I really like. I hate when I do that. I should have just stuck it right in the water. I'm not worried about that sponge brush though, because it's on its last leg. I think it's ready to be thrown away. Oops, finish your nativity. I'm new. Welcome, Gwen. Thank you for joining. Getting some of this wax off my fingers real quick. Okay, now we're going to put this little manger together. The little manger, Jesus' little bed. Okay, so now I have the two palettes that I have already stained from Dollar Tree, and then I have the 1/2-inch garden stakes cut. I'm going to make the front side a little shorter than the back. So we're going to glue these two palettes together in a V like this. And then the front legs, I cut them, the longer piece, 8 inches, and the back leg, the longer one, 9 inches. So I'll show you that, and I'll explain that a little bit more. This was the long, this is the short. I have to keep them separate. Okay, now we're just going to glue these together right at the bottom, and just line up the edges right there at the bottom, and then we'll reinforce it so it won't come apart, hopefully, with the garden stakes. So hot glue, and then make sure those are lined up. Those edges lined up right there like that. Oh, thank you. Save the stick. Yes, I need to save the stick. I keep forgetting to do that. Thank you for reminding me, because I can repurpose that. Okay. So we glued it together just like a V, just like that. And then the longer, we'll start with the back. I'm just going to glue this garden stake right where the palette, this little crossboard is here. I'm going to butt it up right next to it, just like that. And that's going to create a leg right there on the back. And I cut this one 9 inches. So we're going to put some glue on each one of the little pallet boards. And then put our garden stake right on there. Try to level it up a little bit here while it's still hot before it dries. So just like that. And then this side needed to be, wait, I need to go across. My camera switched. This side needed to be 9 inches across too, but then you have to account for this. So I cut 2 pieces. I cut this one the length of the top part. So I had to measure that. And then from here and then all the way down, it had to be another 9 inches. So a little bit tricky, but it really wasn't hard once you lay it out. So we're going to glue that one on there. Now, like I said, you could use a dowel rod and you can cut those with cutters. You don't have to use a saw. Let's make sure this is the right one. Yes. Oh, wait a minute. I think I needed my longer one here. Let's see. Longer one. I want the longer one up there, I think, and the shorter one down here. Do I have that right? Or am I wanting the shorter one on top? I need to, oh, I think I have it backwards. I think I need the shorter one up there and the longer one down here. Let's make sure that's going to line up right. Yes. So I just measured right across here, right across your palette, how wide your palette is. Cut your garden stake or your dowel rod or your craft stick, whatever you use, the width of the palette. Just like that. And then we're going to glue this piece onto there. And then I am going to reinforce it a little bit with the craft sticks that we went ahead and stained, that I stained ahead of time. Let's get this glue off of here. Okay, and then glue that one and line it up with the other one so it's straight across from it. Okay, just like that. So it just makes an X. I hope that makes sense. Okay, so now we're going to do the other side. This side was 9-inch legs and the other side's going to be 8-inch legs. So we're going to glue those on. Same process, just glue it, a little glue on each board of the palette. And then put your garden stake on there. Hoping this works. I did not. I tried to kind of tack it together real lightly and see how it works, but I couldn't glue it together all the way. I'm wondering if I got my legs mixed up just a little, because this does not look, I guess I didn't. I feel like it was not lining up exactly right. I'm not sure what I did, but that's okay. I can always trim it off. I need a little more glue. I think that wax was a little wet still. Oops, get a paper towel. Get that glue off of there. Love watching you in your crafts. Oh, tonight is, this one is a little trial and error here. Let's see. That on there and that on there. We're going to see how it works. We're going to roll with it. Now, if I have to trim it up a little bit, I can. I can always go back and do that. And plus, it is a manger from a stable, so it doesn't have to be perfect. It's going to be kind of rustic anyways. Okay, and then glue the other little short piece on there, just like that. Looks like the long one is going the wrong way. We will see when I tip it over here. glue that a little bit more. Sometimes I like to glue things together before I wax it, because the wax kind of sometimes keeps the glue from sticking as well. So you might want to, because you won't be doing this on a video probably, or if you are, that's okay too. But you might want to glue it all together first and then stain it all, because sometimes the wax makes it not stick as well. There we go. Look at that. So I have a short, the front, and then the back. I want to wait till I reinforce it a little bit, because this little leg is not wanting to stick as good. Okay, so now we're going to reinforce it just a little with these craft sticks to make sure that it stays on there. Okay, I'm going to cut that at an angle. Just use my little side cutters. And I think I want it a little more of an angle. Let's draw, we're going to trace with our pencil and get the right line. Just trace it with my pencil and cut it. Oh, I couldn't see it. Very good. Let's make it a little darker. Trace the underneath, make a line there, and then I can cut it. And I might have to go back and use a little E6000 on these legs to make sure they're not going to come apart. Okay. Sorry, I am not seeing the comments. I'm concentrating here on this part. Building a manger. Okay, trace underneath here so I can get my line, and then cut it with my wire cutters. And if you use all popsicle sticks, it might be a little easier, because then you can just cut them by hand like this. Okay, and then we're going to glue that on there, and I'll show you what it looks like. Glue and glue. Stick it right on there, and that's going to reinforce the leg a little bit. Hopefully, so it'll stay on there and not spread apart. Let's hold that on there and let it dry really good. And get this underneath here a little more, where this leg, just going to put a little more glue in there. And actually, I could even put a little cube in there just to glue, reinforce it a little bit more. I might do that just to hold those legs a little stronger, and then I'll go back and stain it later. I'm just going to stick a little, one of those little cubes from Dollar Tree. I had some on the table here. I'm going to put that in there. Okay. And then when I stain it, you won't even be able to really see it too much. See how that's stuck in there? But that's going to hold it even better. Okay. Same thing on this side. So I'm going to put my craft stick on there and trace underneath and get the line on both sides, and then cut it. So trace underneath. Cut that one off. And then we'll do the same thing on the other side. See if I see a couple comments here. Hi, Diana, Paula. Hi. The wind is crazy. It is, for sure. I had to put my rockers down outside. They were blowing all over the place. Okay. And then do the same thing on this side. Trace it right here, that line, and then cut it. And then I think we're about ready to start on baby Jesus, and he's not going to take long at all. He's really easy. Okay, let's trim that off just a smidge more. And then glue it on there, and then this side, I don't know if I need the little, I might still put the cube on there just so it matches the front. Little glue on there, and stick that on there. That was hot. Did you see that? Cute idea. Aw, thank you. Aw, thanks, Danita. Okay, let's put that cube on there just so it matches. We're going to stick it right in this peak just to hold those together a little bit more. Put a little glue in there. And then stick that little cube right in there. Okay, get all those glue strings off of there. There we go. So this side, can you guys see how it's tilted? The side's higher and the side's lower, so it tilts down a little bit. So when we lay baby Jesus in here, you can see him. It's not going to be just flat. Okay, so there's his manger. Let me grab that. Let's grab this sponge brush that still has wax on it. And we're just going to touch up these little cubes real quick before it dries, before the sponge brush dries. Okay, get that one. That wax just soaks in that sponge. Okay, whoops. Went flying. Wipe off the excess here. Okay, let's make sure this is glued down good. Feel a little wiggly spot. Let's put a little glue right in here, in this little seam. And I'm going to put some glue right along this seam on the inside. We're going to let that dry. Set that aside. Actually, I might glue all these little seams on the inside. And then we'll set that aside and let it dry real good while we work on baby Jesus. Okay, so I just ran a bead of glue on the inside where you're not even going to see it, on the underneath. Okay, get that. Now, baby Jesus, we're going to work on him. Let's see. Hi, Barbara. Angie, you rocked. Aw, thank you, Carol. I almost missed to replay. Oh, hi, Emma. That's okay. Yes, you can go back and watch the replay. Thank you for all those hearts. Okay, so we have our peg person. Now, you could use, if you don't want to go buy a pack of peg people, and if you have a wooden ball, you could use 2 of the tumbling tower blocks or 2 Jenga blocks and glue them on there like that. You could use a scrap piece of a spindle. You could use anything cylinder shaped, anything that you want just to make the body. The body's going to get covered up anyways, so it really doesn't matter what you use. You just need some kind of a wooden bead or wooden ball for the head. Now, this was not quite big enough, so I'm just going to glue this wooden ball right to the top, and then that kind of gave me more like a spindle and more of a shape, even though I'm going to cover most of it up. But I thought that would be cute. And I had it, so we're just going to use it. So I'm going to put glue right on top of that peg person and then stick the head right on there. Hot glue that on there. This manger is awesome. Aw, thank you, Susan. Oh no, Sue-Ann, is it Sue-Ann? Just hopped on. Oh, where did you get the peg, people? Betty, these come from Michael's. You can get them at Michael's or Hobby Lobby. I don't know if you can get them at Walmart. So there's that. Cute. And we're going to leave him natural colored. We're not going to paint it because we're going to swaddle him up. So I have the scrap cream fabric. We're going to start with that. And I'm going to fold the cut over. Let's move this manger out of the way and lay him, baby Jesus, right on there and wrap it around his head, and we're just going to swaddle him up like you would. Let's fold that. I need it a little bit longer. Just like when you swaddle a baby doll or a baby, fold up the bottom, fold over the sides, and just wrap them all up. Just like that. Cute. Now I'm going to take, I have a scrap piece of the flour sack towel, and we're going to wrap that around as well. So I'm going to do the same thing, just start at his head, just like that, and then I'm just going to cross his body and wrap that way, and then wrap this one around, and just loosely kind of wrap this one. You just wrap it till you get it all used up. Look how cute. So cute and so easy. Now if you want to use a little bit of glue just to tack it down so it doesn't come apart, you can do that. So I just put a little bit right under the edge. And I am going to kind of tuck it around his face a little because I want his face to show. Tuck that around there a little bit. So cute. Okay, now I have a bale of straw from Dollar Tree. We're going to put that in our manger. Have it in the baggie because it is messy. We're going to cut it open and try to spread it apart. There's my scissors, which I don't need it. Oh boy, it is a mess. You could line something in the bottom of your manger if you want. I might cut this in half. I have a piece of burlap that I was going to put on the top, but I think I have enough. I'm going to cut it in half and line the bottom with the burlap, so then not quite so much falls through the cracks. It won't be so messy. Okay, and then that's just going to add to the rustic look also. So put a piece of burlap down in there. And then take this, whoa, straw bale apart. Let's see how this works. If not, if this is too messy, I could use raffia, which I might end up doing because this is pretty, yeah, we're not going to use, don't use the straw bale. It is too messy. I thought it would be, look what it looks like if you take it apart. It's just in little pieces. Yeah, that's too messy. That'll be all over the house. We're going to grab some raffia and do the same thing. Get the same kind of look. Let's grab that. I have some right here. That will work much better. Let's set this aside and we're going to cut some of this off. I'm just going to cut it in some strips here and then lay those down in there. Don't do the straw bale unless you were going to leave it all bundled together. Okay, let's lay that down in our manger. Just like that, and maybe just a little bit more. And you could even kind of tie it a little bit so it doesn't fall out if you wanted to tie a little bit of jute rope around it. Okay, so we have that in there. You can lay some sideways, turn it so it's not all one direction. Let's turn a little bit this way so it's sticking out the sides too. You could put a little hot glue in there to hold it all in place. I might do that just so it doesn't all slide everywhere. This I've never made a manger before, so this, here, I'm the guinea pig here. Okay, let's see if this burlap is too big. I'm going to cut it down just a smidge, and then I'm going to put some hot glue on the raffia and then put the burlap right on top and see how it holds. I think that'll work. Okay, let's spread this out a little bit more before I put glue in there. Okay, I think that's pretty good. Now I'm just going to squirt a bunch of glue on there and then stick that burlap right on top. And that's going to help hold it together, hopefully. Cute. put that piece there. Might stick a couple pieces sticking out the front. Let's grab a little bit more. And then I'll put some more glue in there too, if I need to. There we go. What do you guys think? Cute. What do you guys think about that one? Let's see. Yes, she did. I missed some comments. Buy the grass skirt. Oh, yes, that's a good idea too. You could use a grass skirt. I love that idea. Okay, now we're going to put baby Jesus in there. We're going to lay him right in the center. I want him to go down just a little. Cute. Look at that. Look how cute. Adorable. I think it looks pretty cute. What do you guys think? All right, let's pull the other ones out so you can see them all together. Thank you for those hearts. Okay, let's move all this mess from that bale of straw. All right, here's Mary. So we're going to put Mary right there. Let's turn this. Let's turn it that way. So Mary, and then we have Joseph, and then baby Jesus all together. So cute. All right, guys, I hope you like that. And then I also have my angel, if I want to put my angel somewhere close by as well. So there's a video for that too from last summer, if you want to check that out. All right, I hope you guys like that. I hope that inspires you. I hope that maybe some of you will give it a try and then share a picture with me and let me see what yours looks like. I always like to see your spin on it. And let me see some comments over here real quick before I get off of here. Love the nativity, adorable. Aw, thank you. Thank you for showing your manger. Good. I hope you guys like that. I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. Tomorrow night, I'm back on at 9 o'clock. Tomorrow, all day long, in the Vintage and Thrifted page, there's a group, but it'll be on Craft Around the Clock as well. All day long, the Vintage and Thrifted Christmas special is going to be on. So if you want to see Christmas crafts all day tomorrow, Vintage and Thrifted, check it out. There will be a link on my page as well to get there if you want to see that. And hopefully I'll see you all tomorrow night at 9 o'clock Central Time. I'll see you all then. Have a good night. Bye.